What's going on out there, YouTube? This is SEL0320.
This is Joe Johnson.
We are here, finally, for the question and answers. Just joking, y'all. About a month ago, I think like September the 4th, we came out with a video where we were talking about we want to get y'all the opportunity to get to know us more. And about 5 of y'all asked a couple questions about us. I know a lot of people have been having a lot of different questions. Also a movie pilot. I'll try to answer some of y'all's as well if I can go find the website real quick. But we're gonna go ahead and start off with the first question. So the first question comes from Ahmed Farah. Where are you from? Okay, I will answer that first. I'm actually North Carolina born, country boy, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm from a little town called Washington, North Carolina. Population's not that high, but we're really close to East Carolina University. Me and Joe both went there. It's actually where we met. Home of the Pirates, you know what I'm saying? ARG. But yeah, that's where I'm from. What about you, Joe?
Well, I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina. Same state, you know, a little bit bigger city.
Them Panthers, though.
Yeah, hence the fitted.
Yeah.
You know, the original Charlotte Hornets here.
That's right. So, let's see. So hopefully that helps you out with that question. Thanks for asking that question, man. The next one is gonna be for Light Seeker. I think it's Jay the Light Seeker. For you and Joe albums, you are artists or like old or new or underground. Basically, I think you're asking what is our favorite artist. Joe, you want to tackle this one first, and I go?
Yeah, I'm definitely with the underground, man. There's a lot of guys out here that are not getting recognition. Me, I'm into a lot of artists. Say a lot of the corner. One of my homies, Second Chance. Trevor Second Chance Thompson. If you guys have a chance, look him up on Facebook. He's really good. These are all Christian artists, but even still, skill is still crucial. I mean, but yeah, a lot of underground cats are out here doing the thing, and they're not getting recognition. And not really big names, and having something to talk about. You know, actually living life every day, things people actually deal with, and they're actually rapping about these topics, these issues. You know, so with that note, I'm like, these guys should definitely get more views than they should. So I'm definitely underground all day.
So for me, I used to listen to some of everything. I mean, old school 70s, 80s. I used to listen to a lot of soft rock. I mean, anything from My Chemical Romance to freaking Temptations. Country, like, I don't even know, Rascal Flatts to freaking Nickelback. I used to branch out a lot, but now I've really sterilized to most of the things I really listen to. Boys 116 Click, encompassing of Lecrae, Andy Mineo, Tadashi, who else? Pro or Derek Minor, definitely WLAK, the boys Christian Grey, Dre Murray, all the boys from WLAK. Oh heck yes.
Manuel, who else? Eshawn Burgundy. Oh my gosh.
Alex Faith.
Yeah.
There's so many amazing Christian artists, and some of the ones, I mean, every day I find somebody brand new. I mean, on my other page, Super SEL0320, and on my other page, Earl Leg 423, I feature a lot of those different artists, a lot of those different musics, and new albums as well. I mean, people like The Truth, Reconcile, who needs way more recognition for what he's got. Who else? There was a girl I just found out. What was her name? I know it. You remember the girl I just found? What is her name? Jane. She has Sticks and Stones. Hillary Jane. This girl is seriously talented. Like, she's awesome. Now, I mean, I still listen to a lot of dubstep. I love the Glitch Mob. I love Daft Punk. I think the Daft Punk's last album, Random Access Memory, was freaking amazing. I would love to do review of Interstellar 555. I thought that was just amazing. The Discovery album, like that, the fusing like music, a whole album just literally geared towards an animation. This is beautiful, you know what I'm saying? And then I love musical scores, like anything from like Inception, The Lion King, anything with Hans Zimmer, Danny Elfman, so many different artists that do compositions. Like I love that. But yeah, like I said, I used to love everything, but what I listen to on a consistent basis is more so geared towards Christian hip hop, Christian rock also. I mean, I love like Red, Flyleaf. I listen to some of everything, y'all. I can't go through everything. But yeah, that was an awesome question, man. I really appreciate you for asking that. And that was Lightseeker.
Oh, also, I mean, I also listen to people's covers just on YouTube. And I think there's a lot of good people doing covers on YouTube, man.
Pentatonics!
I'm like, yo, people should get signed. One of the guys, Joshua Lehman.
Oh yeah.
He does a little bit of both, like Christian music as well as some contemporary. You know what I'm saying, secular, if you will, music. And his voice is amazing. You know what I'm saying. Yeah. But that's just a taste. There's a lot of people out here doing their thing.
A little taste.
It's like I appreciate them for doing it, and a lot of talent out here, man. Like especially
so much. There's so much talent.
A lot of talent.
Like, we wouldn't really go through all of it if we tried. But we love music. Like, that's one big part of us. So anytime y'all want us to actually take an album and review it, please let us know. Yeah. Like, we'd be more than willing to come up here and do a review. Like I said, on my Super SEL0320 album, I did an actual review for Andy Mineo for Heroes for Sale. Andy Mineo is one of the best MCs out right now, just period. The Craze album, Anatomy? Was that it? Anomaly. That was one of the top ranking albums on the billboards, #1. So it's just really awesome. So this next one I'm gonna pick from Movie Pilot. So this came from Jasmina. Jasmina is really awesome. She's one of the Movie Pilot contributors, like managers, and she's really helped out with a lot of different things. Thank you for the Deadpool statue. She gave me that, or the whole Movie Pilot family. I really appreciate everything y'all really given me. Everything y'all have done. It's just been really awesome. I love being a contributor, and I love some of the things that y'all have given me. So definitely I'll answer your question. Who is your favorite superhero and why? So I'll answer this question. And I'll answer it with a follow-up if I can find it. So my favorite superhero of all times, which y'all should know, is of course Batman. The reason why is that back, I was born in 1987. 1989, Tim Burton came out with his own rendition version, taken away completely from the Adam West stuff. He took more elements out of the Frank Miller franchise and actually made a movie named Batman. And it starred Michael Keaton, Jack Nicholson, Michelle Pfeiffer, all these different people, Kim Basinger. And when it came out, this was actually, believe it or not, I didn't even go to the movie theater to see it. I had a VHS that my parents had brought home, and this was the first movie I ever saw. It wasn't The Lion King. It wasn't freaking Aladdin. It wasn't freaking Prince of Egypt. It was that. And so when I looked at that movie for the very first time, it laid something down on me. I didn't listen to all the curse words. I hated curse words. I didn't even hear all the stuff that was really going on. When I go back to it now, I was like, wow, this is some terrible stuff that was happening. But when I looked at it, I looked at a man that was human, that he laid his life on the line to do what he had to do, but at the same time, he tried to maintain a semblance of humanity through being Bruce Wayne, but it was really all a facade. What the real true person was this tortured soul that had been going through all these different pains, and he took that pain and caused it into fear and striking fear into the eyes of the enemy, you know? And so it showed me when I was really young that there's a need to do visual things, to do justice, to do the right thing, to not cross the line and kill just because, you know? And so I grew up watching that, and I fell in love with superheroes because of that, you know? And so it lays one of the highest ranks for me. I mean, I love The Dark Knight. I love Spider-Man 2. Face Off, one of my favorite action movies of all time. but that movie will always be my first, and that's why Batman is one of my favorite superheroes of all time. I just got the brand new comic Batman and Robin number 35, and Batman's doing some crazy stuff. When we went to Comic-Con, there was the 75th annual Batman that had Jim Lee, that had Bruce Timm, that had everybody there that you would think of at the panel, and I missed it. It crushes me. I watched it earlier today, but it was just amazing to even be there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm sorry I went on, but that's who my favorite superhero is. What about you?
I'll say I want to mention two. First, I want to mention Spider-Man just because I think
I love Spider-Man.
he's underrated. Because I think people forget Spider-Man has super strength. Peter Parker's really smart, and not only that, but his spider sense.
Oh god,
that power by itself is like, I think it's so underrated. Like, this dude can pretty much predict when danger's about to happen. That's pretty crazy concept. Like, how would you fight someone like that? I mean, I don't know. But also, on just like a merit level, I want to mention Superman because, like, I'm not really a big Superman fan, like, but one thing I do value about Superman is that the fact that he almost has unlimited power, but yet, and watching Man of Steel, the movie, actually put this in perspective for me because I'm seeing this child, you know what I'm saying, with super unlimited power being taught and disciplined by his earthly father, a man, like and the power he possesses, it takes an even stronger person to be under the control he is. You know, you think about that because he could rip his father in half. You know what I'm saying? Or pretty much kill anybody he wanted to. He could rule the world if he wanted to, but he holds himself back. It takes a stronger man to hold himself back than the actual physical strength that he has, and to me, that's amazing.
Yeah, that's real talk because, like, you have to have a serious moral compass to not give in to anger or, like, even like just a small outburst. Like, imagine a little kid, they start crying and get upset over no good reason. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I mean, that shows also he had a really good upbringing. You know, with Martha and Pa Kent. But even when he was like 10 or whatever, going through adolescence, I mean, he still could have acted out and really truly hurt somebody. And he would have gotten away with it. Because he got super speed, durability, super strength. He could take anybody. He could literally crush somebody and throw them away. Literally. But that's not who he is. That's not the persona of Superman. So, you're right, man. That's really awesome. So yeah, Jasmine, thank you. I appreciate that. I didn't see anybody else in the movie. Probably leave me any other questions. So I'm gonna move on. Let's see, what's the next one? Next one is gonna be from the Loyal One 100.
That's hard.
What's your top 5 movies of all time and why? The question for both you and Joe. So, you want me to answer this first?
Yeah, you can't say. I gotta think about that.
Well, I actually gave some of them away when I was talking about my random Batman. I will not rank them, but I'll say my top 5. There's no order at all in this. So for one, I got Batman 1989 for sure, most definitely. I mean, it's just, that was like a benchmark for me. Face Off, one of the most action-packed movies of my generation. Like, I love every second of it. It was just pure eye candy in the sense of action. What an action movie is all about, it's more than just like stuff being blown up with a lot of Michael Bay movies. It's like, it's got to be an interwoven storyline where something is going head to head with something else. There has to be a good enough villain that balances a good enough hero. And that, I mean, they were both. I mean, Nicolas Cage, John Travolta, he inhabited that, you know what I'm saying? The Dark Knight, I mean, just hands down one of the best superhero movies of all time. Like, I just love that movie. Heath Ledger's performance on top of Christian Bale's portrayal, it was just amazing. The whole entire cast did just an amazing job. Now, after that, trying to figure out what's the next two, That's where I'm gonna have some problems. I'm gonna be looking behind the road galleries to see. I really don't even know. I don't know if I can tell y'all that because it's just so many movies. Shoot, I don't know, man. I might have to renege on this one. Man, I will say. I can't say. I was gonna say Rush Hour is one of my favorite comedies, but that's not one of my favorite movies of all time. See, this is a hard question. See, you messed us up. The Royal one, 100. But we're gonna do this for you. I'm gonna try my best to try to get these last two out. It's like I want to say the Avengers and I want to say Guardians of the Galaxy, but I can't say that those are my favorite. I mean, even X-Men: Days of Future Past was an amazing movie. Oh man, gosh. I mean, I don't know, bruh. I mean, the Pirates of the Caribbean was an amazing movie. Secret Window was an amazing movie. You know what? I'll be back. Joe, you give two. You give two right now.
I think I have on my list. I think I have a list of 6.
Oh, God. Alright, say them.
Alright. Alright, so y'all might think there's a lot of good movies I like. Y'all might think my list is kind of corny. But they have some I don't know, kind of like some intrinsic value to me, so I suppose. So I'm gonna say firstly, probably my favorite movie of all time. It's gonna be Lion King. It's gonna be Lion King, okay? Yeah, all right, I said it, Lion King. I think the dynamic of Simba in his life, you know what I'm saying? You can see like this child become a man, or not even just a man, but a king. To me, that's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? After his father dies and everything like that. So, not only that, but secondly, after these are just not ready. But so I have Braveheart. Braveheart's got to be on the list. Another Mel Gibson film, We Were Soldiers. It's got to be on the film. Got to be on the list. I also like a lot of war movies, so I got Black Hawk Down. Also, Remember the Titans has to be one of my favorites as well. And I'm gonna put Battle.
Oh, how could I miss that?
I'm gonna put Battle LA, Battle Los Angeles, on the list as well. And I say that because of this. The last, especially with the new one the latest one that just came out, because of the last scene. After they go through LA and they're tearing it up, you know what I'm saying, fighting these aliens. And at the last scene, they're like reloading all their guns and they're just like around this table. To me, that scene was just amazing. I just like that scene. Like, it's probably one of my favorite scenes in movies in general.
Yeah. I have my last two, I think. To be honest, because Joe already took it, I honestly was trying to find this, but definitely The Lion King ranks as one of my favorite movies of all time. It don't matter how old you are. When that joint came out on theater, everybody went to that gosh darn theater because it's just such an amazing story, and it's real, and it's deep, and it's got symbolic value, and it's historic in and of itself. It's film noir, just because of how significant the relationships between Simba, his dad, Nala, classic characters. You know what I'm saying? It's just an amazing movie. I mean, one of the other ones I was thinking about was Fast Five. I was like, this is just epic. Now the sixth one was amazing. It was a better action movie, but this one, The Rock and Vin Diesel fighting in one movie? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my gosh. But those were not my two. These are not my two. Believe it or not, Avatar. I never, ever seen a 3D movie before I saw this. I saw Cop Out 3D where they had like the green and the red kind of tinted glasses, but I went and I saw this in the IMAX movie. This is my first IMAX movie I ever saw before I even saw The Dark Knight. I saw Avatar in 3D, and it was one of the most beautiful things I'd ever seen. James Cameron like captivated me with the story, with the dialogue, and I mean, I've seen Ferngully. I've seen like what was it? Shoot, Dances with Wolves. It sounded like it was all come from those, but he had developed the story long before that, you know? And so for that to just be on the screen in such a way, it was just amazing. Like, I loved every bit of it. So that would definitely rank that one of my top 5. But this, I can't believe I forgot this. But, you gonna take the red pill or the blue pill? I'm gonna take the red pill, Ninja. No, The Matrix. The Wachowski brothers made history with this action epic. I couldn't believe I forgot this. Bullet time, slow motion, guns. I mean, I could go and just describe scenes and y'all know. I mean, think about this. If you got any loose change or anything, he's like, holy crap! And then he breaks off into the fight with all the security guards. Him and Trinity just lay to waste people. Him and Agent Smith fighting. The first time him discovering his powers. I mean, it's just one of the best movies of all time. 1999 has some of the best movies, period. Anyway, that's my 5. What about you? You done?
Training Day was another good one.
Oh yeah.
Classic.
You got one more? Or was it 2 more?
Did I already say Black Hawk Down? I think I already said Black Hawk Down.
No, you
I also like Godzilla, the one that came out before the one that just came out. The one came out in the 90s. And I might bash me for that, but I mean, when I was younger, I just like huge Godzilla. Like, Godzilla was just cool to me. I used to watch that movie all the time.
So yeah, that's it.
That's it for me.
Okay. So the last thing we got here is from Josh X Jane. What is your overall opinion on the next gen gaming as of right now?
Beautiful question.
I'm gonna let you start that.
Marvelous question. Glad you asked.
We ain't got that much time, so don't go too deep.
All right, so next gen gaming right now, really amazing. I like what they're doing. Had the pleasure of playing both the PS4 and the Xbox One consoles. Definitely bang with the Xbox One, you know what I'm saying? The PS4 is a great console as well. I actually think it looks better. Just the design of it better than the Xbox One. However, when I put my hands on the Xbox One controller and felt the weight and just how it feels in my hand, I was like, this is it. I found it. This is it right here. But the games, Destiny, big shout out. Battlefield 4, definitely big shout out, man, with the actual 64 player multiplayer. You know, that's a big thing for these next gen consoles, is just the size of the actual online play. What I would like to see kind of come back with the next gen consoles that I think kind of fell off with the development is just the organized online competitiveness. Yeah. What I mean by that, man, is just like, you know, back on Xbox One days when you know, the health bar was still everywhere.
He means like the original Xbox, not Xbox One.
Yeah, the original Xbox. The original Xbox. You had 4 guys or your girls or whoever, you know, on one console, and on that console playing online split screen with other people. And it was like crazy, you know what I'm saying? Everybody had their crew of people they run with, and they were straight smacking people online. Yeah. And it was like, it got really competitive. You started talking about, you know what I'm saying, this online game. It's like, yo, you better bring it, because we playing for real. Yeah. That's probably one of the things I want to see kind of come back. You know what I'm saying? Just yeah. I think I want to see something new, because I feel like a lot of games are coming out and they're like, I think they're getting better with this, developers, but kind of like, you know, being safe. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Kind of seen this a little bit with the Call of Duty series, kind of being safe. You know, we're not gonna venture out too far. We're not gonna do anything too much different. Mm-hmm. But you know, definitely Destiny broke that mold. Definitely. Shoot, Forza Horizon 2, the crew coming out, just the scale of the game's gonna be phenomenal.
Yeah. For me with next gen, I haven't been disappointed as far as the visuals. The visuals have been beyond anything that I've ever seen before. I mean, I used to play freaking NBA Street, you know what I'm saying? And that joint, if you look and play that now, the graphics were terrible. But back then, we were like, wow, that's the best thing since sliced bread, you know? And I mean, we took a huge jump. Now, you got 30 or 60 frames per second, 1080p games. Like, it's almost like we're playing movies.
Yeah.
And we're picking about that. We're being picky. I hate people that are being so picky. Or like, oh, well, this didn't have this. And why is this at 900p versus 180p? What does it matter? Is it a good motherfucking game? Is it? And most of these games have been really awesome. They've been really visually immersive. The issue is that a lot of the games that have come out, do they have replay value? Do they have true demand and replay value? Like,
true.
I'll say this. The games that I buy, all three of these games, I can go right now and play for hours on end with them. You know what I'm saying? I played on my PS3 and my Xbox 360, Grand Theft Auto 5, Last of Us for PS3, Batman Arkham City. I mean, those games, like, I can continuously play those, you know? But next gen, they have to prove themselves and solidify themselves by having games that people can continuously play, not just a one shot, you know what I'm saying? Like the Shadow of Mordor, I want to play that game. But I know for a fact, after I beat the story, what is there next? And the way that next gen has defined itself is like, well, you're gonna add multiplayer into it and then that's it. What more is there? You know, like you have to change the scope of everything. I think that the new Rainbow Six, that will change everything. Because this is the thing, you have to rely on your team. And this is the other thing you don't know about, Joe. They just said, they announced today, there is no respawn.
Yeah.
Period.
I've heard about that.
So that means that you got a squad of 5 guys. You got somebody that's a sniper. You got somebody that's a protector. You got somebody that's the guard. You got somebody that's the shooter. You got somebody that's the assault. Okay? What are you going to do? You're going to try to save a hostage, and you got other team that's the opposite end. What are they doing? You have no idea. There's no way of even seeing, like, with normal first-person shooters now, you can kind of detect when somebody's around. You can't do that in this. So that means that when somebody dies, that's it.
That's it.
That person's not going to come back. And that changes your thought process of teamwork. And not just that, if a person dies, they might be still alive. But what they'd have to do is maybe use some other tool, like maybe like groundwork, having a remote control car that goes and actually surveys the area, or somebody that goes and posts back somewhere else as a sniper. Like, these are things that when I was playing Halo 2, like, I mean, I'm glad Halo 2 is coming back. I'm glad that the Halo collection is coming back. I'm glad that they're redoing all these kind of games. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? Even with the PS3 side, I'm glad they're going to have like an Uncharted 4. I'm glad they're going to have like the brand new Final Fantasy 15. That's going to be amazing. Taking characteristics of Kingdom Hearts. That's awesome. But what I'm saying is that they're going to have to step their game up. They're going to have to change the mode of what they can repeatedly doing. Because that's what movies are doing. They're just recycling what they've done before and bringing something else. Like, we looked at The Gone Girl. This is a movie that we thought was one thing, and it completely transcended that. And that's what these games are going to have to do, because these games are making so much money that, like, people are going to catch the drift and, okay, I've done this. Like, why am I buying this? You know?
Exactly.
Now, some people that just buy the games just to buy the games. Like, I mean, I think I'm going to probably buy Advanced Warfare just to have it. It's not because I want to play the storyline. It's not because I think that they're going to do something different. I think they're going to do the same exact thing. They just take it elements from Titanfall and Battlefield. That's honestly, but that doesn't mean I won't play the game. You know, and that doesn't mean the game won't be beautiful. It'll probably be a huge step up from Ghosts. My gosh. But this stuff like The Division, and the new Tom Clancy game, I think that those kind of things are key to next gen being solidified in the long term. So epic like Kingdom Hearts 3, then I think it's just gonna be a whole nother level of breed of gamer. But yeah, Destiny definitely stepped it up. Some people can say they hated it, some people say they loved it, but no matter what, at the end of the night, I guarantee you can get on that game and still play something and you have not seen before, or find a armor or a weapon that you've never had before, and that is something that is essential for you to stay invested into a game. And I mean, the expansion packs haven't even come out yet. The other planets haven't even come out yet. So for us to even have done a real review, we've had to spend almost a month playing the game. We're gonna be doing a review for this in just a second. Exactly. At any rate,
also I want to point out, developers should keep in mind people's reaction while they're playing the game. I'm gonna use this game for example, Grand Theft Auto, the Grand Theft Auto that just came out, Grand Theft Auto 5, right? I kid you not, when everybody bought that game online, people were in their rooms shouting at their television set because it got killed online, and it was just crazy because you actually invested in the characters, right?
Oh, did you know there's a first-person mode for next gen?
For the Grand Theft Auto?
There's gonna be all first person. So when you are walking down the street, you're walking in first person. Anyway, we're taking way too long with this.
But also, I want to point out the reason why people stopped playing is because they got bored.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? People were really excited with the heist missions. You know what I'm saying? They never got them. But if you give people, like, if you take Grand Theft Auto and you give people new goals and just to actually work with a team, and that's the thing about Grand Theft Auto. You know what I'm saying? You have people shoot your character, and you had to call in for backup. You had to call in for your squad. You know what I'm saying? Dudes try to gang up on you. You try to get your gang. And then boom, it's like you got a battle. So I mean, and then it just came pointless killing in the streets. It was like, yo,
this is fruitless.
It's not fun.
Yeah. But I ended this. The other thing that I don't like about next gen is the fact that I can't go back and play my old games on my system.
So you probably spent a whole bunch of time talking about that.
I'm not gonna go into it because it's just wrong. Real talk, like I can see redoing something like Mass Effect or Grand Theft Auto 5 or what they're doing now with the Halo Anniversary Edition and turning it to 1080p. That's beautiful. They're classic games. But what about those people that love Ratchet and Clank? What about those people that love like Sly? Or what about people that love like freaking Midnight Club? Why can I not play that on my system? Like, that makes no sense. That I can't sit there and play. You know that developers on Sony side and Microsoft side, you can create an emulation algorithm for each one of those systems, even though the topology is completely different for the mainframes of them. That's true, but you can make an emulation for it. It can be done. So you just really are just making money, and the developers are capitalizing on it because they know they can just remake something they've already got and force feed it to us, and we sit there and buy it, which is retarded. It makes no sense. It's not right that I had one of my friends, she sold every single one of her Xbox 360 games. She collected games just to trade them in to get an Xbox One. When I told her, don't do it, because there might be a day when they might actually come out with emulation. And have they done it? No. We have to be a voice out there, y'all. They can do it. They can actually add emulation up there. I'm not getting rid of any of my Xbox 360 games that are worth value, or any of my PS3 games. I'm gonna keep my PS3 too, because honestly, I feel like it's a better system. Anyway, but yeah, the last thing, which I'll answer this for myself. There was nobody to answer this. Who are we? Well, my name is Sam Leggett. You know where I'm from. I love reviews. I love doing movie reviews. I love movies, games, directing, writing, acting. I'm an IT nerd, comic nerd, workout fiend, love sports. I'm just kind of an all-around weird guy. But yeah, my name is Samuel Leggett, and I'm just being honest with y'all who I am. Joe, you want to say? Well, everybody know you.
My name is Joe Johnson. I'm an artist slash nerd slash like to think I'm an athlete. But seriously, yeah, I like a lot of things as far as my taste goes, like a little bit of poetry, music, art, visual arts. See, I'm pretty open book, I like to think. I'm joking. I'm pretty normal, I guess. I don't know, man. I'm 23. Got a beard, growing my beard out. Just graduated ECU from ECU. Shout out to the Pirates. Big gamer. Been a gamer all my life. More so into first-person shooters. You know, gamer tag Roman space 8. The word 8. Hit me up if you will. Let's see what else, man. What else? I don't know what else to say. My favorite food is ribs, fish, chicken, fried chicken. People say black people like fried chicken. I think it's just American.
Popcorn.
I think it's just American. It's just American food. I feel like everybody likes some type of chicken, fried chicken, especially in the South. You're gonna like fried chicken. Fried fish. I don't like fried chicken. So yeah, so exactly. That's the stereotype. So
yeah, I break a lot of stereotypes though. You know that.
What else? I don't know.
I think that's really it.
That's really it.
Everybody's questions.
Right.
This was really fun. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to leave at the bottom of this my Twitter account and my Instagram. So if any of y'all want to hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, and I think I haven't decided yet, but I may add my Facebook account up here as well, just so y'all can maybe contact us. Y'all can see a lot more of the pictures that we're gonna have for Comic-Con. Oh my gosh, there's gonna be so much. The Comic-Con footage, you're not even gonna imagine.
I got a lot of nice shots.
Yeah, we're gonna probably try to record a little bit of that tomorrow, as far as like our commentary on. We've got a lot of footage of it, but as far as the commentary behind, we're gonna have to shoot that probably tomorrow. I don't know if we're gonna shoot anything else tonight, but yeah, hopefully you enjoyed our answers to all your questions. Thank you again for answering all our questions. Like, we love doing these things. Man, now you bald. Now what?
They ain't gonna see it though.
You got to come back.
Nah.
But yeah, really appreciate y'all for supplying us with these questions. If y'all have any other questions, please hit us up. Maybe we'll do a part 2 to this. You never know. Yeah. But yeah, check out our Gone Girl review that got posted up either last night or tonight, depending on what time you're looking at this. And then I think I might record my Left Behind video tonight. I might wait. I'm not really sure. I'm getting kind of tired because I gotta do video editing for this. Anyway, but that concludes all of that. Is there anything else you want to say to anybody?
Nah.
Cool. All right. Well, I'm gonna probably try to do Gotham episode 3 and 4. I might even let Joe go through it with me so he can check them out. And I really do need to record the second episode of The Flash review for that as well. But I'm not gonna get to any of those 4 things until tomorrow, most likely, because I'm super tired. Anyway, look for more to come, y'all. I'm sorry I'm going at a slow pace. I wish I could go faster. But anyway, this is SEL0320, or now you like to know, Sam Leggett. Y'all have a good night, good evening, good day. Deuces, everybody. Get at us. Woo!